In Chapter 1, Hadrian Marlowe reflects on his past and the brutal legacy of his family. Born as the heir to his father, Alastair Marlowe, a wealthy and powerful man, Hadrian's early life was marked by neglect from both parents. His father was consumed by power, while his mother preferred women. Raised under strict tutelage, Hadrian learned military combat, diplomacy, and other skills. His brother Crispin quickly proved to be a more compliant heir. As Hadrian trains with his brother and the Castellan Sir Felix Martin, he faces the challenges of duty, legacy, and the pressures of becoming a leader. In Chapter 2, Gibson, a scholiast, reveals shocking news to his pupil. The planet Cielcin was destroyed by the Cielcin. The Wonghopper Consortium, now seeking uranium from House Marlowe, plans to visit Delos. Gibson and the pupil discuss the secrecy surrounding the situation, including the pupil's father's involvement and the suppression of information. The pupil is frustrated with his father's secrecy and lack of transparency, questioning how he will be able to rule the prefecture without full knowledge. Gibson hints that the Cielcin's attack signals escalating danger, but assures the pupil that Delos remains safe for now. In Chapter 3, Hadrian Marlowe meets with Lena Balaam, a mining guild representative, who expresses concerns over outdated equipment and dangerous working conditions in the mines. Despite his sympathy, Hadrian, under his father's orders, cannot make any immediate changes. He tries to placate Balaam, but tension escalates when she challenges him about the guild's needs. After leaving the meeting, Hadrian reflects on his strained relationship with his father and the political pressures he faces. He is denied entry to see his father, Lord Alastair, who is meeting with the Mandaray delegation, but forcibly enters, defying orders. In Chapter 4, Hadrian reflects on his strained relationship with his parents, particularly his father, Lord Alastair Marlowe, and his uncertain position within the family. At a formal banquet, tensions rise as Hadrian discusses the Cielcin with director Adesifung and consortium ministers, revealing his deep knowledge of the alien species. When his father chastises him for speaking too openly, Hadrian feels the weight of his father's disdain and his own alienation. The chapter explores themes of familial expectations, political intrigue, and Hadrian's growing frustration with his lack of agency in the empire. In Chapter 5, Hadrian reflects on the complexities of power, manipulation, and the harsh realities of their world. They are part of a council meeting where issues of rebellion, uranium mining, and strategic deals dominate the conversation. Their father, Lord Alastair Marlowe, displays his ruthless control over both workers and political adversaries, including the chantry and corporate directors. Tensions rise as the Hadrians' late arrival and meddling in a previous negotiation bring them into conflict with their father, highlighting family dynamics and power struggles. Hadrian is reprimanded, and their father's manipulations deepen, revealing dark political undercurrents. In Chapter 6, Hadrian watches a violent spectacle in the colosso, where slaves are pitted against the Medua devils, skilled warriors, in a bloody contest. Hadrian is repulsed by the brutality and the crowd's enthusiasm for the violence. His brother Crispin, excited to fight, is eager to participate. Hadrian is filled with resentment toward Crispin, who is set to inherit their father's position, while he himself feels discarded. As Crispin steps onto the field, Hadrian, disillusioned by the carnage, leaves the arena, no longer wanting to be part of this world. In Chapter 7, Hadrian walks through the streets of Medua, reflecting on the violence he witnessed at the Colosso, and his doubts about his ability to rule. He contrasts his genetic modifications with the common people he passes, feeling disconnected from them. As he contemplates his future, he is ambushed by a gang of young men. Despite his combat training, he struggles to defend himself, and after a brutal fight, he loses consciousness. The gang attempts to steal his rings, but they realize his identity as a Marlowe, realizing they've made a dangerous mistake. In Chapter 8, Gibson reflects on his near-death experience and the changes that followed. After being critically injured, he awakens to find himself under the care of his tutor Gibson, who has been watching over him for 5 days. Gibson informs him of his severe injuries, including broken ribs and brain trauma, and reveals that he was attacked by thugs. He also learns his father has not shown concern for his recovery, and his brother Crispin is gaining favor. As Gibson tends to him, Gibson reveals the cold, calculating nature of his father's ambitions, contrasting Hadrian's softer approach. In Chapter 9, Hadrian, recovering from his injuries, visits his father's office, where he is chastised for his actions, His father, Lord Alistair Marlowe,